This ceremonial meeting today for accommodations and presentations. My name is Joseph Citro, and I am the chair of City Council, and I'll be leading the proceedings today. Can we all please rise for a moment of silence, followed by the pledge, allegiance to the flag of our country. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Man, look at all these beautiful, shining, smiling faces. It's great to be here. Roll call.
Carlson.
Here.
Vieira.
Here.
Maniscalco.
Here.
Hurtak. Boots.
Here.
Miranda.
Here.
Citro.
Here.
We have a physical quorum.
Thank you very much. And a memo from Councilwoman Hurtak. She will not be joining us today due to a conflict of scheduling. Let's start with agenda item number 1. Councilman Carlson.
Mr. Chairman, would you like to clear up item number 9, if anyone was here was waiting on that, sir?
Thank you all. Today, I'm honored to have Dana Nave here, who is the widow of Rick Nave. And we also have a couple other special guests in the back who are here to honor Rick. And I'm sure the whole community honors him. He's probably had all kinds of honors over the last few months. Rick was the head of the old Tampa Stadium, also called the Sombrero. Then he helped guide the building of the new stadium, Raymond James Stadium. Then he went over to Tropicana Field and worked with the Rays and got to work on Super Bowls and I think playoff games and every kind of concert you can imagine. What?
And the World Series.
And Dana and Rick just got married a few years ago, and it was one of these love stories that that I think everybody aspires to, and we were all so happy for them. I'll just tell you a quick story. When I started my career in the 80s, I was with a sports promotion company. We did the monster truck show at the old stadium, and it was the biggest event of the year then. And we also did Supercross and a bunch of other things. But Rick personally took me, I was only like 20 years old, 21 years old. He personally took me through the entire stadium, showed me all the nooks and crannies, took me upstairs, showed me the best views. We would sit on top and look at every direction on Dale Mabry. The traffic was completely jammed because people wanted to get to these shows. And then he did the same with Raymond James Stadium and also with Tropicana Field. And so I feel indebted to him, just a really nice guy, probably never had any enemies, everybody loved him. We don't often give these after someone passes, but Rick was just such a special person, everybody loved him, we thought it would be a good idea to do this. Let me just read this commendation real fast. The Tampa City Council is honored to present this commendation to the Nave family to commemorate the life and achievements of Rick Nave. Rick came to Tampa as the Director of Community Affairs at McDonald Training Center. He would then pivot his talents to the Tampa sports community. Rick led the Tampa Sports Authority for 17 years. During his tenure, he ran Tampa Stadium, oversaw the development and realization of Raymond James Stadium, Steinbrenner Field, and Amalie Arena. Rick brought Tampa its first 2 Super Bowls and the ReliaCrest Bowl. Rick also co-founded the National Stadium Managers Association. In 1997, Rick turned his attention across the Bay to join the Rays as Vice President of Operations, where he hosted the 2008 MLB World Series, retiring in 2020. Rick served the community as a board member to McDonald Training Center, Department of Sports Management at St. Leo University, Visit Tampa Bay Sports Commission, the Strass Center for Performing Arts, Tampa Bay Chamber, FSU Alumni Committee, and Florida Sports Foundation. He was a beloved husband, father, and grandfather. I presented this today. So thank you very much for all that you've done. Would you like to say a few words?
That's so wonderful. Thank you so much for the recognition. On behalf of our family, kids and grandkids, we just really appreciate it. Rick loved this community, and he loved all of you. And he will be missed forever. Thank you.
And you can hear the big impact he had. This is just a summary of it. Who would you all like to see?
Councilman Maniscalco.
I think Councilman Carlson said it all. I mean, this gentleman was involved in, you know, his fingerprints are all over this city. You know, even in his passing, the impact that he's made, it'll have lasting effects for multiple generations to come, and what he did to make this community a better place. And we enjoy those fruits today for all his efforts. And again, you know, Councilman Carlson had the pleasure of knowing him, you know, back in the day. And, you know, you mentioned Tampa Stadium and the big sombrero. And, you know, I had many memories there as a kid. First football game I went to with my dad, concerts. I remember the Super Bowl in 1991. I was a kid, and, you know, it was exciting to have that in the neighborhood. But he was a part of all that. So his memory will last forever.
Thank you so much.
Councilman Goods.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Fond memories. One key for me, when I first read at Rick, we were trying to have our youth PAL programs play a Detroit PAL team at the Florida Classic. And we had to go through so much paperwork because of the rules with the NCAA, with ninth graders that go on to school, and a lot of paperwork and a lot of dealing with the NCAA. And we got through it with the USF, with Hiram Green, and we were able to have the Detroit PAL team come and play our Tampa PAL team in Tampa Stadium. And that was the second beating we put on them, Mr. Miranda. We went to Detroit the year before that and put it on them. They came here and got that whipping too. So that's my memory of Rick giving us an opportunity to get that game in Tampa Stadium. So we appreciate you letting us share him. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Councilman Miranda.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To all of us, let me just say that Rick was not only what Councilman Carlson just said, but he was a great humorist. People don't understand that. He was the largest humble individual I've met in my life, and he was very accessible. And one night, Mary and I would finish council about 7:30. We went over to get something to eat at Jimbo's, and who was there was Rick and his friend. And we started jawing, and Mary said, "Charlie, it's already 9:30. We got to leave." And he didn't want us to leave. He was having fun, and I was having fun, going through all the memories of things that happened behind the scenes and so forth and so on. He was an individual that was here at the right time, at the right place. When things were happening, you needed someone who had the charismatic personality, but yet the knowledge of handling the job. And he was an all-around individual. You couldn't have found a better individual ever than Rick. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much.
You know, he was a man who stood with other men that made Tampa the sports town that what it is today. Tom McEwen, the Levy brothers, and Rick. He made this town the sports town that it is today. And I firmly believe without him, we would not have a lot of the sports teams we have here. But he also knew the importance of the arts. Those two things are what's making Tampa big. But the biggest thing he ever did was love you. And that showed every day. He was a lucky man.
No,
He had friends and he had you. And thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you, Bill.
Mr. Chair, if I may, can we, for police and fire, my office had a tiny bit of a snafu with the commendations. I just found it's going to be delayed about 5 minutes, if that's okay with everybody.
Then
So if we may, my apologies.
That's fine. Councilman Goods, you want to continue one of the presentations?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I received a phone call from the Director of Economic Development, Mr. Cole Travis, asking if we can do a continuance on item number 9. The Housing Director is out, and she was a catalyst of this particular program, and she really wants her to be here. So, Madam Clerk, do we have a next date? We can put her on and get them here. If we have any openings on a regular council day, so we can get them out the way. That's fine. All right, make a motion for September 15th.
Second.
A motion made by, can we do any business today? This is ceremonial, but we'll do it anyways. Have a motion made by Councilman Good, seconded by Councilman Miranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to 4 then, if that's quite all right. Ms. Cheryl Pullins. Councilman Porter, would you like to come up? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to
Talking to the
stray a
mic.
little bit
Talking
from
to
the
the mic.
norm here, and I hope you all will
Sir,
bear with
talking to
us.
the mic.
After the things that I have found out about this woman, I think it's justly deserved. Doctor, would you mind coming in and taking over here?
Cheryl Pullins has spent the last 20 years volunteering her time to better women and girls in her community. She volunteered over 6,000 hours alone with I Am Her Voice, an advocacy organization fighting human trafficking, and the Brownstone Girl, an organization advocating for girls of color in STEM, to name a few. In addition, throughout her iconic persona and her brand, she's volunteered an additional 6,000 hours to the betterment of women excelling their lives, brand, self-esteem, and purpose throughout the city of Tampa and abroad for over 25 years. And this is why, Cheryl, you are being honored and receiving the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. We, along with your entire family, who's present today, the city of Tampa, the Brownstone Girl, and all the women you've served, which some of those women are present today, honor you today. Thank you for the countless hours that you have given us.
The American story depends not on any one of us, not on some of us, but on all of us. I congratulate you on taking it upon yourself to contribute to the public good. And I'm proud to present you with the President's Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of your 6,562 hours of service to this great nation. On behalf of the American people, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to you for your volunteer leadership, and I encourage you to continue to answer the call to serve. The country is counting on you.
Hey, presidential award. Hey. Presidential award.
So this is Cheryl's daughter, and she actually had no idea that her entire family and some of the women that she's served since the beginning are here today. And some of her clients, I know Keandra was one of her very first clients. Her husband, Zachary Pullins, who helped me pull this off. Her mother, her sister drove in from all over the U.S. to just recognize you today and give you this moment, because you've been doing this for over 30 years, serving women in this community, helping the betterment of your community, and we just wanted to honor you today. So thank you.
Okay, look at all these people who love you. Okay, now that you got that piece of paper from the president, now turn around and you're gonna get a piece of paper from city council.
Oh, wow.
Now, I would just like to run over a few things that have already been said. She has volunteered for the STEMS Girl Foundation. What else? Important, too many numerous things. Volunteered her time to I Am Her Voice, a national human sex trafficking advocacy organization. Volunteered in Tampa. She has volunteered mentoring women. You're an amazing woman.
Thank you.
God is good. You're an amazing woman to give your time and your love to all these people. So it is my honor to present this to you on behalf of Tampa City Council. And I'm going to read it off. It said, the commitment to one's community. That first line says it all. Your commitment to your community is measured in more than just the amount of time that one person serves. It is measured in enriched lives, healthy futures, and the hope in the hearts that you have touched. We recognize those that selfishly volunteer their time and talents to help build the city of Tampa that we are proud of every day. Ms. Cheryl Pullins, we recognize your dedication to enrich the lives of others, your peers, this city council, and more importantly, those who have helped recognize that dedication. It was a great pleasure on this day, September 6, 2022, City Council recognizes Ms. Cheryl Pullins, a recipient of the 2022 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for her leadership, her mentorship, and commitment to her community. Ms. Pullins, we thank you. Go ahead, take your time, take your time.
Okay. Wow. Today is, I've never done anything that I've done for reward. I've always done it from my heart because I know what it's like to be a woman who has no idea who she is or what she's destined to become. And when I found myself and discovered why I was here, I felt compelled to help other women to do the same. And for me, my life work is helping women to rediscover who they are so they can live their life the way they truly desire, in spite of every obstacle, challenge, or situation that may come to them. So I thank you so much for recognizing that it's really my heart to help others, to serve others, no matter what happens, no matter what's going on, and to show them that there's always a better way. So I appreciate your recognition. Thank you so much to everyone, to City Council, to Daphne McCorder, I'll get you later, to my husband for telling me without telling me stuff. I mean, it was I couldn't figure out what was going on, but now I see. To everyone that came, my family, my heart is full, my soul is happy, and I appreciate this recognition today.
It's going to be hard following you. Thank you so much for all you've done. You know, what makes America great and our community great is people like you who dedicate their time and effort and volunteer to help folks in the community. So thank you so much for all you've done. And what we need to do is clone you. And hopefully by getting these amazing recognitions, you'll be an inspiration to others so that we can find more leaders to try to fill your shoes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for all your hard work in the community. Thank you for Chairman Citro for bringing this forward. Very inspiring, and we're all in awe of the remarkable work that you've done. And getting a letter from the President of the United States, that's a big deal. So good for you in that regard. God bless you, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're such a shining light and a positive force here in this community, and the sacrifice that you've made and the contributions to this community and helping so many people. I hope you realize how many lives you've touched, how many people you've saved, and how many people you've offered hope to that maybe were hopeless, and now know that there's so much more in life, and it's because of your work and what you've done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, my sister, the Presidential Award. How amazing that is. I got the pleasure of meeting you today and hearing the wonderful things about you and what you're doing. You know, a lot of my programs have been run by women. And they do the best job, I tell you, the greatest job, because they have a different mindset to teach, to inspire, to heal. And I'm just so glad that Mr. Citro was able to bring this forth to us. But after we're done, I'd like, Mr. Chairman, if you would allow her to come up to the dais and we take a photo behind our seal to really show our appreciation, because I think that's necessary for the people to see who you are and what you've been doing. I'm so happy and overjoyed. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheryl, it's just, you're something different. Different because if there was 1,000 like you, we wouldn't have half the problems we have today. And when you look around today, what's the matter with life? It starts when they're kids. And it starts what they see and what they hear and what they watch, and that cell phone and a million other things that distract them. Individuals like you put them on a track where there's more to taking one breath and looking around and understanding that life is a thing that goes on daily, every day, not just to do what they want to do, but to learn about life. And you're an inspiration not only for the adults, you're an inspiration for grown-ups. I see your husband hasn't moved, so I can see who the boss is. And I no offense, I was in the same shoes once, and you and I have the same barber. But along those avenues, it is that I recognize, like the rest of the council member, Chairman Citro, that what you have done is an inspiration that was given to you that very few of us have. You have a talent that most of us can't attain, and I want to thank you. Thank you very much for doing what you have, and please continue doing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's fine.
She got it. Because she's got her plaque.
Mr. Chair, if I may. It's my pleasure, sir, want me to wait?
Yeah,
We can-
please.
Yeah,
She didn't know any of that.
yeah.
Pardon?
Councilman Vieira, take it away.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. It is my great pleasure today to do the Police Officer of the Month. We have here Detective Jonathan Ruiz. Is this gentleman? Chief, how are you? It's a real great pleasure. How are you, sir? Congratulations. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Like I always say, in the brief times I've done this, we always do the Police Officer of the Month as well as the Firefighter of the Quarter to reflect our community's values, to reflect the values of our constituents who overwhelmingly support our first responders, including our police officers. And every single month when it comes to our police officers, we get to see the great work that one of our officers do that has been highlighted by his or her colleagues for exceptional performance and to salute. So pursuant to that, I will hand off the baton, if I may, to Chief Burkaw, who will speak on this fine gentleman. Sir.
Morning, Council. Assistant Chief Lee Burkaw on behalf of Chief Mary O'Connor. It's my honor to recognize Detective Jonathan Ruiz. He's an 11-year veteran with the police department. Prior to that, he served 4 years in the United States Army, and he's currently assigned to our Special Victims Unit. And as you all know, and I'm sure you've seen on TV, that unit investigates the most heinous crimes, and they're often the most difficult to prove. Here's just a few examples of some of his exceptional investigations. On June 1st, 2022, while receiving medical attention, an adult male victim noted that a sexual act was being committed on him against his will by a male employee. The victim immediately reported the incident to the business manager who confronted the employee. Detective Ruiz responded to the scene and began the investigation. He received assistance from the manager, who scheduled an in-person interview with the suspect. During this interview, Detective Ruiz managed to obtain a confession and an apology letter. Given his exceptional interview skills, Detective Ruiz was able to establish probable cause and proceeded with an immediate arrest. On June 18, 2022, an adult female victim reported that she was ready to disclose that she was sexually battered numerous times between the ages of 6 and 12. Detective Ruiz recognizes the challenges of this in the delay in reporting, and he was able to get the offender to admit that he sexually abused her and committed these acts 60 to 70 times. Detective Ruiz applied for and was granted an arrest warrant charging the defendant with 60 counts of capital sexual battery. Detective Ruiz coordinated with the Eugene Police Department in Oregon for the quick arrest of the suspect. Detective Ruiz has volunteered for extra assignments. He sacrifices his own time, and he assists other detectives' workloads. He recently volunteered his time training newly promoted detectives and volunteered in the community with the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Tampa Bay. He's highly organized and extremely dependable and humble. And Detective Ruiz has demonstrated the characteristics of a leader for the Tampa Police Department, which is a reason why he is being selected for our Officer of the Month of September 22.
Thank you. And the words that the Assistant Chief just said really speak to a gentleman who goes into situations that are very difficult, to say the least, disturbing, but does such a remarkable service to the community. So before we have you speak, we would like to have some folks come up and pay tribute to this fine gentleman with gifts, as we always do. Thank you.
Hello, Council. Brandon Barclay, Vice President, Tampa PBA. We're here to present this plaque to Detective Ruiz for all of his service and dedication to the city of Tampa.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Good job.
On behalf of Tampa Hillsborough Expressway Authority, I would like to express our gratitude for your commitment to serve our community and ensuring the safety of everybody here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Mary Lou Bailey.
How you doing?
I'm Mark Haney with the Zoo.
How you doing?
We're here on behalf of Zoo Tampa. Thank you so much for your service. I have tremendous respect for all of the people who work in the police, but my heart really goes out for the special victims. So thank you for your compassion and your excellence in serving the community. we'd like to present you with a annual membership to the zoo. It's a gift from the Board of Directors, who are also volunteers at the zoo. We hope you and your family enjoy it in good health and come to love animals as much as we do. The annual pass also allows you to come to special events like Creatures of the Night is coming up, which will be really fun. Maybe I'll see you there. But again, thank you so much for your service. You are awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Morning, Council. Mike MacArthur, Steps Towing Service. Congratulations on a job well done. We're so happy to be able to be part of this program to honor people like you to go out there and protect our community. So on behalf of Todd Stepp and Steps Towing Service, I'd like to present you with a $50 gift card to a restaurant of your choice and a night out. Our company limousine. Take some time off, enjoy it, and congratulations, and thank you for all you do. Thank you.
Sir.
Morning, Council. Pete Brevy on behalf of Busch Gardens and Adventure Island in Tampa Bay. As I say every month, thank you for your continued support and recognition of first responders in the Bay Area. And Detective Ruiz, thank you for what you do. Obviously, you're a very dedicated and diligent employee. And on behalf of Busch Gardens, I'd like to give you and your family 4 tickets to our park to enjoy on a day off. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, Council. Leah Van Name with Tampa Theater Detective. I want to say congratulations, and on behalf of Tampa Theater, I'm honored to give you the gift of a membership so you can come and visit us on Franklin Street for a movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Morning, Council. Brian Ford with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and again, thank you for continuing this program and allowing us to be a part of it. Detective, what a story, and thank you for you and your family's sacrifice and what you do day in and day out. We all appreciate it, but at $1, we have a little tradition. Anybody that goes over and above gets a game ball. Unfortunately, yours isn't ready, but it's going to look something like that. I'll get that to you. Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, it is my great pleasure to give Detective Ruiz, on behalf of Tampa City Council, this commendation. And here you go, sir, and if you'd like to say a few words, you may. Of course. Go ahead, sir.
I just want to say thank you. I'm very honored and humbled by all this recognition, but I have to say part of a good team, and I look at this as a team thing, and not only the police department, but also the unit that I work in, probably the best people I've been around. You heard some of the stories, and that's just glimpses of what we do day in and day out, and I work with great people, and they're in the back there. They commandeer the back row right there, and without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. I think that I want to thank, again, not only the unit, but also the sergeant, corporal in charge, Sergeant Moreno, Corporal Myers. They create an environment where we're all able to thrive on each other, and there's special people up there that actually take a lot of pride and have a lot of knowledge in this job. So again, I'm honored and humbled, and I want to thank everybody for your time and being out here. Thank you.
Let's start with Councilman Miranda.
Detective, it's amazing that June 1st and June 18th, some of these hideous crimes that you're talking about are very difficult to pinpoint and to process. But through your bloodhound nose that you went up and found everybody that you needed, and you have to have the instinct to go and understand what's happening. And I think a good police officer is one who knows the boundaries and how the other side thinks. You have to think like they think so that you can make an arrest. And I want to say congratulations to you for the standard that you set, and now that you're also training some of the new officers to follow what you do. I'm very appreciative of your service to the city and also your service to your country for the 4 years you did in the military. Congratulations to you and to your family for who you are. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Councilman Goods.
Mr. Chairman, you know, it takes a special person to work that particular unit. You know, when promotions come, a lot of guys say, well, I hope I don't get that. I hope I get robbery or someplace else. You know, because when you talk about sex crimes, you can't be too emotional, because you're going to see some things and hear stuff and people tell you that it's like, it's unbelievable. Right, Detective?
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. How could someone do such a thing, or how do people act such a way? If you do take it home, because you're thinking about it in bed, how can I solve this crime? This child's been victimized, this woman's been hurt, or this man. How do I make it right? How do I make a family whole? Sometimes you never make them whole. You give them some relief if you can make the arrest. So I know how it is about that unit. My good friend Otis used to work that unit. He used to always tell me, you know, man. And I said, do what you got to do, man. So you continue to do what you do. God's always with you. My prayers to you and your family. God bless you.
Thank you.
Councilman Maniscalco.
Congratulations on this recognition, but thank you for your sacrifice and for what you do and your team. I know it's a team effort, and it's like a family, and you know, when you work together, you're able to come to these conclusions, and I hope you realize how many people you help and how many lives you change for the better, because people feel hopeless in situations like this, and you know, what you do and the sacrifice and work that you put into this, you know, I hope you understand and realize the impact that you and the entire police department do in a positive way to this community and beyond. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Councilman Carlson.
I thank God every day that there are brave and dedicated people like you who are willing to face some of the situations that we've heard described, and I'm sure there are worse stories. I could never do your job, and I'm very thankful that there are lots of people that, like you, that can and do this. Our community can't operate at all without having a safe environment, and so we can never thank you enough for what you've done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Detective.
Sorry,
Yes,
can I
sir.
say one? Yeah, just wanted to, before I get in trouble, but I wanted to not get in trouble, but wanted to actually, Mr. Orlando reminded me, recognize my wife. She wasn't able to be here today.
Smart man, smart man, smart man.
If you could edit this. She wasn't able to be here today. She's at work right now, but my wife, Michelle, like he said, a lot of us, and any person that's married to or with any law enforcement, any first responders, very demanding, not only time-wise, but also emotionally. They're just as invested, so I know my wife is as well. So thank you, sir.
The doors the locks on your house haven't been changed. You can get in tonight. And I can't see any more than the rest of these council people have said. Thank you very much for what you do. But you pointed it out, that the city of Tampa, the people who work for the city of Tampa are family. And one can't do the job of the other, and that's what makes you unique. You go out there every day and face it. And I thank you. I thank you for what you do. I thank your family for allowing us to have you for a work day. Thank you for being part of the family.
Thank you, sir.
Dios te bendiga. Thank you. Amén.
And, oh no, you're fine. One hand. So you. We'll get you in about 25 minutes. Is that good? Amen.
If I may?
Surely,
Or do you want
please
for
go
me to-
right ahead.
Next, it's my pleasure to do the Tampa Firefighter of the third quarter for 2022. Like before with our Tampa Police Department awards that we give and honors that we give, this is a reflection of the values of our community in supporting our first responders. And so it is my great pleasure. First, I see that Chief Tripp is here. Fourth, excuse me, pardon me. Go ahead.
Good morning, Council. Barbara Tripp, Fire Chief for Tampa Fire Rescue. So today I'm going to, along with you all, honor an individual for the fourth quarter for the firefighter quarter for Tampa Fire Rescue. This is Captain Eddie Ortiz. He's a 16-year veteran with Tampa Fire Rescue who has diversified his experience and training as a firefighter paramedic and has risen through the ranks from driver engineer to captain. He is respected by all as a competent and passionate company officer who leads by example, consistently looking to improve himself, his personnel, and our department. He has obtained technical training as hazard material technician, marine operation, Florida Urban Search and Rescue rope rescue technician, and Florida Urban Search and Rescue vehicle and machinery rescue technician. He has also received certification as a State of Florida Fire Inspector, Fire Officer 2, and International Association of Firefighters Fit to Thrive personal trainer. Despite having an impressive career with Tampa Fire Rescue, his ability to mentor and lead others is not solely because of his fire service education and experience. Characteristics which he displays frequent, such as loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, were ingrained in him long before his presence with Tampa Fire Rescue. These qualities began while leading soldiers in combat operation as a sergeant in the Marine Corps, deployed to Iraq. During his enlistment as a Marine, he also obtained a brown belt mixed martial art instructor certification, which was used to lead mixed martial arts instructions for infantry companies. I believe his experience in the Marine Corps has influenced his career not only as a leader, but also with his involvement in special assignment with Tampa Fire Rescue, most of which are voluntary basis. Eddie is a member of the Tampa Fire Rescue Honor Guard, the Peer Fitness Team, and Firefighter Interview Panel. Captain Eddie Ortiz is truly dedicated to improving every facet of Tampa Fire Rescue and our members. He is a natural leader who influences and encourages others to do the same. This is why Captain Eddie Ortiz has been nominated as the Firefighter of the Quarter for the fourth quarter.
So, thank you for that, Chief. And before we get into the formal commendation, we have some members of the community who'd love to come up and share their appreciation for this fine gentleman.
I would stay on the other side of the room, so. Good morning, Council. Orrin Hanson, Airport Chief and Chairman of the Tampa Fire Rescue Awards Review Board. And on behalf of the Awards Review Board, I want to congratulate Captain Eddie Ortiz for being selected as the Firefighter of the Quarter. And then also on behalf of the Tampa Marriott Water Street, night stay for our upcoming event. So congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good morning, Council. Andrew Carter, Jeff Allred, Tampa Firefighters, Local 754. It's our honor to recognize you. Congratulations on Firefighter of the Quarter. Here's a plaque. And I can't echo anything other than what the chief said. If I was a firefighter coming on, this is someone I would want leading me into battle. So congratulations once again. Thank you.
How you doing, man?
The Tampa Hillsborough Expressway Authority is truly proud to have you as the Firefighter of the Quarter. And we're truly grateful for your loyalty and dedication to our community and our residents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. How you doing, sir?
Morning, Mike MacArthur, Steps Towing Service. Congratulations on a job well done. Steps Towing is a very proud supporter of this program, and the Tampa Fire Rescue. Can't wait for the banquet to come up. It's always the best time. So on behalf of Todd Stepp and Steps Towing, I'd like to present you with a $50 gift card to a restaurant, limousine, night out company limousine. Bring it to the banquet. Have a great time. We'll see you in a few months.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Good morning again, Pete Brevy, Busch Gardens. It's our pleasure to obviously provide this small token of appreciation, but I love to hear the accolades for individuals when I hear their bios. But one thing I can say without even meeting this man is that he's probably a better human being than he is a fireman, which is probably hard to say with all the certifications that he has. But anyway, on behalf of Busch Gardens and Adventure, I'd like to present you and your family with 4 tickets to our park.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for what you do every day. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Mary Lou Bailey.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Mark Haney with the Zoo.
We're here on behalf of Zoo Tampa, but also as individuals of the community, and we very much value all of the firefighters. I was particularly pleased to hear about your service in the Marines, so thank you for that as well. That's so important as well. just congratulations on being such an upstanding member of the community. We're here to present you with an annual membership to the zoo. It's a family membership. You can take friends and family and enjoy it in good health. And we hope you love animals as much as we love animals. And thank you again.
Even if you don't, it's a great place to come and relax.
Good morning, Council. Brian Ford with the Buccaneers. Captain Ruiz, again, thank you for your service for our country as well as what you do for our community. I can see the support that you have here from your colleagues, but unbelievable. Thank you for your leadership and your sacrifice for you and your family. And we have a tradition, unfortunately yours isn't ready, but it will be this week. But on behalf of the Glazier family and our entire organization, thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. It is my great honor on behalf of Tampa City Council to present to Captain Edward Ortiz a Tampa City Council commendation for all the wonderful work you do. You're a remarkable person. God bless you. Dios te bendiga.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You want to speak to me?
Good morning, Council. I apologize for my stuttering. This is not my stage. I'm not comfortable here. First and most, I'd like to thank my wife. She's Rhea Donna, for all her support and patience throughout my 16-year career at Tampa Fire Rescue. With her help, I've met a lot of my personal and career goals. Secondly, I'd like to thank all of my great crews that I've been a part of. Like the officer said, without great crew, you can't advance. All the immediate supervisors with the great advice and guidance. Truly appreciate that. And lastly, I'd like to thank the awards committee and my fire chief, Chief Tripp, for such a honorable recognition amongst great firefighters in Tampa Fire Rescue. I'm very humbled and I feel really blessed to be a part of such a great department. Thank you again for your time this morning. That's all I got.
Councilman Carlson.
Thank you so much for your service to our nation and to our community. Thank you to your wife and your family for supporting you and doing this, and thank you for helping keep us safe in our community.
Councilman Maniscalco.
Thank you for everything that you do, for inspiring others, for the service of this community and country, as Councilman Carlson said, and we truly appreciate the sacrifice that your family makes, because when you go out and you're working and everything that you've done, you put yourself in harm's way to protect us, all of us, as a city, and we are very grateful to you and everyone in the Tampa Fire Department. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well, first, thank you.
Councilman Goods.
First of all, thank you for your service to this country. Secondly, I'm about to tell Master Tam over at Tam Auto Body, I got somebody who's a master as well. Talking about that karate. So again, it's funny that you have to have an outlet, folks. You just can't be around police people or fire people all the time. You have to have other friends to give you other outlets because their thought process and what they think differently. And that helps you sometimes get through life, get through the job, having outside friends and have another outside activity to get you through. So I applaud you for that. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Councilman Miranda.
Well, Rambo, I guess it's my turn. Muchísimas gracias por 16 años en Cuartel de Bomberos que eres. Thank you for your 16 years as a firefighter and what you inspired others to be. And the last guy at the end, you see the bald-headed guy back there?
Yes, sir. I know him.
He's mine. Because I'll tell you later, but on your case, you are going to be a politician. You've named everyone in the last 16 years. You didn't miss a beat. You went from the one who hired you to the one, this one, and you named them all in order, and you didn't forget your wife. That's why I know you're going to be a great elected official one day. Because you said it all in order without taking a deep breath, without sweating, and you didn't lose any of your hair.
That's not true.
So thank you for what you've done. You're an inspiration to a fire department that needs a little uplift once in a while. They're the greatest fire department in the world, but individuals like you make it stay there. Thank you. Muchísimas gracias por todo.
Señor, thank you.
The greatest people are those that take their knowledge and pass it on. I thank you for being that person to take what you've learned and pass it on to the next generation that comes up behind you. That is a great feat. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being part of the city of Tampa, the family that we all are. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, somebody's calling my name. Oh, and come on up, guys. Zach, Joaquin. If I may, Mr. Chair.
Please.
Thank you. It is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Joaquin Robertson, who's coming up for a Tampa City Council commendation. This fine young man, we have here Mr. Zach Holland with the local pipe fitters union. Joaquin, and you know what? We actually have a video. Brian, is that ready to go?
When you pass the 6G pipe, it covers everything, all the bases. It covers 2G, 3G, and 4G. It's like the top of the line. Once you pass the pipe and everything, go out to be a pipe fitter or anything else, you're basically top of the food chain of the welding. It's very hard. It's very hard to get to pass the piping 6G pipe because it's got from 10 to 2 to 4 to 8 on the pipe and everything. You got to pass your 2 roots and 2 face. But it's very hard. I mean, once you get there, if you pass that, you accomplish a lot. I mean, if you're going a long ways into the welding program.
It's like you gotta work towards it. Like it don't come easy. It takes time. Like it took me. I started working on pipe from around November, from the beginning of the school year to now, and I passed it. So it's pretty hard.
It's a blessing. I mean, it's just to see them succeed, to go out there to get a job and taking a trade from the high school, teaching these kids and everything, and go out there and make a career out of it. This is what it's all about.
So, Joaquin Robertson, who I learned about through my friend Zach here, is a recent graduate of Tampa Bay Tech, and this young man is the first Hillsborough County high school student to ever pass the 6G pipe test before graduation, which is something that veterans in welding find very, very difficult to do. A 6G pipe, and let's give him a hand. Why not? I hear the applause. So if y'all are like me, not familiar with welding, a 6G pipe welding test is where the pipe is welded with the access pipe at a 45-degree angle in a fixed position. This requires one pipe to be positioned at that degree angle to the other. Both are horizontal, and this presents a very challenging position for a welder who uses all of his or her skills in a number of body positions to accomplish the most difficult weld that the 6G can do, the overhead weld. This is very difficult and advanced welding test and requires a great degree of skill. And this young man, how old were you when you did it? 17 years old. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. He is also a graduate of the MC3 program, which is a pre-apprenticeship program that Local 123 with the plumbers and pipe fitters work really hard to get into our public schools. And he is going to be welcomed into Local 123's apprenticeship program and will be starting right now, it would appear. He will be starting right now, very, very soon. So I invited this young man to come here because, number one, this is really a very, very good achievement, but it's a good achievement that we in the city of Tampa want to highlight because we are trying to stress the skilled trades to our young people. Like I always say, that somebody graduating from Middleton or from Jefferson or from King should know that they have a pathway to the middle class through the skilled trades, whether it's welding, whether it's electrical work, whatever it may be. This city council has worked very, very hard to stress the skilled trades in our contracting. We just are appropriating, hopefully tonight, we'll start with a skilled trades program for returning citizens. We do that just to let people know that economic opportunity is within their grasp if they have the talent, the hard work, and the merit to do so. And this young man exceeds that. Zach, did you want to say anything? I put you on the spot.
Oh, sure. My name is Zach Holland, the Assistant Training Director at Local 123. You know, a lot of the people in the area have worked really hard to get more CTE education in all the counties of the surrounding area. But I will say that Hillsborough County, with the City Council, Hillsborough County Commissioners, and the school board, has been the most welcoming, most open. This is an award for him, but honestly, it's all the stuff that's been done over the last 5 years to get a lot more of that stuff done. And we're seeing it this year alone, most of our applicants were 18 to 20 years old, and from all walks of life and from every parts of the community. And I think that has a lot to do with just the introduction into high schools, you know, and I really appreciate it. And he has worked tirelessly. I don't think, if you're not a welder, you do not understand what that means. He's the first person to ever do it before graduating high school. And there's been welding programs. There's been welding programs in the Tampa Bay area since the 60s. And he's the first one to ever do it. So that really is a huge accomplishment.
Thank you, my friend. So if I may, on behalf of Tampa City Council, I give this very young man, Joaquin Robertson, a Tampa City Council commendation for what you have done, your wonderful skill, your talent, and what you're going to continue to do in your life. Here you go, my friend. If you want to say anything, you may.
I'd like to thank Zach for helping me be here right now. He got me on the job that I'm on right now, and thank you. I want to thank my teacher from Tech. He pushed me a lot to get to the point where I can pass this test. So yeah, that's it.
Natural ability, my friend. High five. I'm from the 80s. I do high fives. Okay, yeah. Mr. Chair.
Councilman Miranda.
Thank you all for the program. Thank Louis and Zach for helping this young man. But more importantly, you know, there's a thing called higher education. That wasn't for me for a long time. And certainly there's a lot of areas of kids, no matter who you are, that can do this and make a great living. Welding is one of them. Electrical work, plumbing. We're not having too many individuals in today's sector learn how to do something because they're too busy doing other things like cell phone, computers, and I understand all that. But what I'm saying is there's a void that's being left behind, and you're filling a void of necessity that the country really needs. Without welders and without pipe fitters and without electricians and plumbers and so forth, this country couldn't function. So congratulations for being not only who you are, but numero uno, the very first. So you went up and sat on the moon and landed in the moon and came back. That's exactly what you did without realizing it, because you're the first. Neil Armstrong was recognized for something big. So are you. Congratulations to you and to your family for the support that they've given you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Councilman Goods.
Well, I'm a Titan man myself. So I know how it feels to be a Titan, you understand? But I'm going to say something a little different to you. Something that you have to remember. You accomplished something that no one else was able to do. You did it. So now people have to come behind you. But you have to continue to be a leader. Not to hang around fools, but to be a leader in that industry. Be a leader to yourself, to your community. Black man to black man. People who are looking what you've just done. You have a special gift. You have a special gift. And you must remember that. But I want you to remember 3 things. It's what I call the 3 C's. Character, conversation, and conduct. That's going to get you wherever you got to be better than what you got to be. And I see Chief Tripp over there looking, Miss Lewis over there writing it down, because they know you are going to be a person to help our community, help your community. Mr. Miranda just said $40, $50 an hour. My grandson just entered into Tampa Bay Tech. That's the first thing I told him. Go be a welder. Go to college, but go be a welder because it's a skill you always have. I still have a nurse's aid certificate from Tampa Bay Tech, Mr. Miranda. Still got it. Just got to go and renew it. So you were given a gift. You have it. Go out and use it. Get some of those guys that you know into the program. Get them to working. But I say congratulations to you. But continue to be a leader. You understand? All right.
Thank you.
Councilman Maniscalco.
Congratulations. Not only are you the future, but you are a very, very bright future. And as Councilman Good said, you have a skill now that no one can take away from you. You can go anywhere you want, and you'll always have a job. And you'll earn a good living. And getting involved with the local union where they look after one another, I mean, the sky is the limit. It's not just, you're 17, you're still 17,
18,
right?
18.
You're not even 18 years old. And, I mean, you have opportunities. You're going to have so many opportunities that are beyond your wildest dreams. College isn't for everybody. And the skill that you have is going to take you places that it doesn't matter because you've worked hard, you've dedicated yourself, you have a specific skill. I mean, you've set a record already. I mean, look at what you've done already. So imagine what you're going to be doing next year and the year after. You're a very special individual, but, always stay the course and stay focused, and you'll always have a good life with a good career. So congratulations and thank you.
Councilman Carlson.
Congratulations. That was a really cool video. I guess you're emerging like a rock star now. Do you, it looked like you really enjoyed it. Do you have fun when you do this?
Yeah, I do. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's a challenge, so it's a challenge, so it's not the same thing every day. And it's hard for me to talk right now. So it's not easy, and I like challenges, so it's something new. I can't get these words out.
Well, don't forget, one of the things that we also support a lot is the arts, and there are some great welders who are doing sculptures also. So in your spare time, if you really enjoy it as much as it looks like you did, you can do it in your free time, not just at work. But thank you to Councilman Vieira and others for bringing this forward. If you look at the data in Tampa, the middle class shrank most of the last 10 years, and we need to grow the middle class again. And these kinds of trades are critically important. Every building site, every manufacturing company, they're all desperately looking for people right now. So your people are going to be bidding to try to get you with them, and you've got some good support there from the union. But as Councilmember Good said, please support everyone else. We need to recruit as many folks as we can into this industry, and we look forward to having you back when you're leading your own construction project or something, when you're on the top of a skyscraper, finishing it, topping it off or something like that. So please stay in touch and let us know how you're doing.
Okay.
You mentioned that somebody pushed you. They guided you. You pushed yourself. You achieved this. Now it's time for you to guide somebody else. Show those people that have no direction, give them direction. What's more important, that Councilman Vieira, Councilman Miranda, and I attended a picnic this weekend. The man behind you belongs to a union, and that union keeps us workers strong, and I hope that you join that union and keep these workers strong. My next question to you is, do you know how to scuba dive?
I was thinking,
No.
where you go with that one?
Do you know how to scuba dive?
Yeah.
No.
Look at that man behind you. He'll tell you how much more your salary increase if you learn how to scuba dive.
Yes.
My friend, congratulations. Congratulations to you for pushing yourself. Job well done, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. And want to do it outside? Here's Zach, if you want to. There you go.
I'll be right back.
Oh, wait, you hold it. It's not mine. And, yeah, and what, oh, and Zach, did you want to say something really fast?
I just wanted to say something really quick. I neglected to mention Tampa Bay Tech and the administrators there, and Robert Ivy, who also happens to be a graduate of our apprenticeship program. And he has worked for years and years and years to try to help people move along. And, you know, I'm grateful that you guys are recognizing Joaquin, and, you know, it means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next? Is it? Go. Oh, yeah, we go outside. Oh, yes. I'll give it to you. Thank you.
Then there was 3.
Well, again, morning, gentlemen. Ms. Lewis, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Gentlemen, we have the pleasure of recognizing a wonderful young lady, woman, in our city, Miss Tanya Lewis. I think most of you know her. Puts on our programs for our seniors, dedicated to our youth with our back-to-school programs, with our program Children with a Vision, and a multiple other things that she does in this city for everyone. If you look about, she's at a lot of events, taking photos at times, sending them to people so they can have a memoir. As you know, I believe that sometimes we give the same people accolades. They're not really recognized. And sometimes to be a volunteer, you don't look to be recognized because you give up your time and your freedom. But I always like to recognize those who don't really get the limelight a lot, to people to expose them to the community. And even though people may know you, it's still good to feel recognized by the folks that run the city. And I thought it was robbery not to reward you. It's your time now. You've done a lot with your past to present. So a lot of times people do have past, but they can overcome them. And I'm proud to say she overcame her past. And she's doing the work that she always was meant to do. So I'm glad that she's mentoring young women and men to get them on the right path, to do the right things. So today, Ms. Lewis, Tampa City Council commendation presented to Tanya Lewis. A recognition of Tanya Lewis, founder of Children with a Vision, Inc., with 28 years of experience pouring into the lives of the city's youth and elderly. Ms. Lewis has made Children with a Vision, Inc. a household name, which it is. She is proven to be dependable, resourceful, and most notably humble. In 1996, she decided to be the solution and make a difference in the community, and you have. Doing that while being an entrepreneur with a successful lawn care business, she launched Children with a Vision, Inc. Children with a Vision and its partners have serviced thousands in the community for nearly 3 decades. The organization hosts several annual events, including Back to School Bash, where they supply book bags and school supplies to those in need. The organization also hosts the annual Grandmother's Valentine's Day Gala, where more than 500 grandmothers are honored and spoiled for the day. That's a blessing to them because they don't get out a lot, and you recognize them, and I know they're appreciative to that. In addition to several other initiatives and events, they offer turkeys and bags of food to families in need during the Thanksgiving holidays. Ms. Lewis and Children with a Vision close out the year with its Christmas toy drive. They help purchase items on a wish list for orphans, disabled kids, group homes, and hospitals. Today, the City Council of the City of Tampa is proud to present this commendation to Tanya Lewis, who exemplifies the type of community leader who is courageous, determined, and devoted to enhancing her community. You're a great asset to the City of Tampa. Presented this day, 6th day of September 22. God bless you. Thank you. Mike is yours.
First of all, I want to say thank you, and I give honor to God first for the head of my life that continues to give me the strength. I want to thank Councilman Orlando Cruz. Thank you to the City Council and to all of the people who support Children with a Vision, local business owners, Fortune 500 companies, my community who supports me wholeheartedly, all the countless volunteers, the small donors, who make up Children with a Vision. It's just not my vision. It's just everybody in this community to come together. Council, Miranda, first year in my yard, handing out 50 book bags, successfully now succeeding 30 years in this community. It's an honor. Guido, Councilman Guido, always supported from day one. Thank you, and to the rest. I appreciate. I want to say thank you to my godfather, who's always supportive in the room, and my godparents, and Major Flynn. Thank you for being here wholeheartedly in behalf of Captain Flynn, which is her husband, who always made sure that all my events in the City of Tampa Police Department was covered for 30 years and continuously to be covered. Chief Tripp, thank you so hard for being that support team, because normally the firefighter wasn't visible too much. Now they're visible up under her administration, and I appreciate it. 30 years, 3 decades, seemed like yesterday. Just doing what I do in the community. That little girl who went through all these obstacles, who was underserved in the community, and it took people out of the community. And I was sleeping in the parks of Tampa when I was 13 years old, when I ran away from home. And to have that vision, because somebody, grandmother and some people took me in and say, baby, come bathe, come eat, come sleep. I never forgot that. So becoming the successful young lady who I am today, with 30 years of retirement from my line service and the vision of Children with a Vision, because I was that child who had that vision, who became Children with a Vision. So it is my honor to pass it along to other kids and other young ladies and young men, people who was incarcerated who think that they couldn't make it. There is always a chance. Look at me. So it is a blessing and an honor, and I thank everyone who believes in Children with a Vision in 30 years. Thank you. And I give God the rest of my life in this community. I love this community when this community don't even love themselves. It's my honor and it's my pleasure. So I'll continue to do this until the day I pass away. And hopefully I can inspire some kids behind me to reach one, teach one. Thank you.
Councilman Miranda.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Appreciate it very much. Well, you know, when you speak about others, you help so many people. That's a character of yourself, and you know where you came from, you know what you had to go through, and you don't want anyone to have to do that. So your lifestyle is something about giving a hand up to someone, never your hand down to push someone down. And you're admired for what you've done and what you continue to do on a daily basis. Individuals like you that make this city what it really is. It's not the elected officials that do that. The individuals like you that help eye to eye, hand to hand, to help someone in need. And there's no better satisfaction. That's why those 30 years went by so quickly. If you wouldn't do that, you'd still be in your 15th year. You had 15 more to go. But you did them all so quickly that time flew by. Why? You were helping someone. And you continue to do that. God bless you and your family. Muchísimas gracias for being here. Thank you for being here today. Thank you. Councilman Goose for bringing you up.
And thank you for everything. I've known you for 12 years, and I have the photos to prove it. And I've seen your work firsthand and what you do and the amount of people that you help and inspire in this community. I know who you are. I know your character. You're a good person. You inspire people each and every day, and you're out there working and serving day in and day out. I've followed you for now 12 years, and it's always positive, it's good, it's impactful, you lift people up, And I hope you realize the impact that you've had on this community, because you really are an inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Barrett.
Congratulations, and thank you, Councilman Goots, for bringing this forward. Like Councilman Scalco said, you're always positive, you're always impactful, and I think you can always, one way you can judge a person in the public arena is their supporters. I think that's really important, and when I look at your supporters, I see something unique in today's day and age, which is there are Republicans and there are Democrats, right? I don't know your politics, and I don't care, right? But you've got people on both sides that go, hey, listen, what she's doing doesn't have anything to do with left or right,
Amen.
just about helping people out. And I think that's really good. And we need more reminders of that this day and age, in my opinion. I think in everybody's opinion up here. So we salute you for that. But I just wanted to point that out because I've always noticed that. I always notice that. So, you know, I consider myself a supporter, and we're just talking about our friend Danny Alvarez, with whom I agree very little on politically,
Yes.
but he's a friend and a good friend, and I love him to death. But we both support you and whatnot. So just thank you very much, and thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Councilman Carlson.
Thank you so much for what you've done for the community. It's obvious that you have a major impact in lots of ways, and look forward to working with you and helping you in the future. Also, thanks for sharing your story. That your story is really important and moving, and hopefully there are people watching. It can be an inspiration for them, and if we can help amplify your story, let us know, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got it? Oh, come on. See what?
All right.
If I may.
Thank you very much. Not yet, after this one.
And Chelsea, your turn here.
Councilman Vieira, you are recognized.
I'm good. Oh, there you go. It is, yeah, you're fine. It is my great pleasure, Mr. Chairman, to recognize Chelsea Bear with a Tampa City Council commendation. I became aware of the work that this fine young woman has been doing in the Tampa area. She's done work all throughout Florida, but has sought to make Tampa her home, in part because of how welcoming we are for people with disabilities and the work that she can continue to do. Chelsea was born in South Florida. When she was 8 months old, her mother realized that she was not sitting up properly like other children. At the age of 3, she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, which many of us know about, is a group of disorders that affects a person's ability to move and maintain balance and posture. This young woman would graduate high school in 2011 and would attend Florida Gulf Coast University, and after 7 years working in public relations, would ultimately go into the area of advocacy for people with disabilities. She now has, from our city of Tampa, a number of social media accounts, which, and this is remarkable, her TikTok and her Instagram have 500,000 followers. I get thrilled when I get 5,000 on one account, but 500,000, that's a very, very big deal. 40 of her posts have garnered more than 1 million views, and one reached 55 million people because of the unique message. I know, 55 million, you're shaking your head, and you're right to shake your head. Her content, which I encourage everyone to follow, you can just type up Chelsea Bear on either Twitter
Instagram or MySpace or whatever's around these days, shows her personal journey of living with cerebral palsy. And the main idea that Chelsea seeks to strive to present to Tampa and to Florida and to the United States is that we all have inherent dignity and worth as people, as children of God, and regardless of who we are or what disability we may have, that we're all entitled to respect and dignity. And she shows people her living her life and doing the things that she does, and she's an inspiration to so many people out here. And like I said, when I saw her stuff, I asked Brandon, I said, please, if you would, let's find her and let's honor her at Tampa City Council. So it's my great pleasure to give a Tampa City Council commendation to Miss Chelsea Bear. Here you go, ma'am. Real pleasure. Thank you. And if you want to say anything, you may.
Sure.
And I can take that.
Oh, sure. I'll stand a little. Okay, well, I want to say thank you to my family and friends who are tuning in. And then also thank you to you all and you for honoring me. As he said, I've lived with a disability my entire life, and it's something I'm super passionate about, just making the world more accepting and accessible. And I moved to the city of Tampa almost a year ago, so I'm still fresh to the area. But this has been the most welcoming city I've ever lived in. And, you know, everyone I've met just goes above and beyond to really hear my perspective and how changes can be made to make things more accessible. And it really just means a lot to me to be welcomed in here. And yeah, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Carl.
Thank you for everything you're doing. Could you tell us your social media handles again? Because I want to follow you. I haven't seen. Can you tell us what they are?
Yeah, it's Real, so REAL, and then Chelsea Bear.
Okay, cool.
And that's on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
I recently I've had a couple chances in other places, not Tampa, to push friends around in manual chairs, and it's incredible how you see the world completely differently, and how pushing down the sidewalk, and I get all the way down this long sidewalk, and there's some workers that have a ladder across the and you have to turn around and go all the way back, and then anyway you see the world in a completely different way, and we need more advocates to make sure that we see the world from the point of view of everyone, so that everyone can enjoy it. So thank you so much for your advocacy, and I look forward to hearing more about you.
We're so lucky to have you here. Welcome. I know it's been already a year, but we're glad to hear you say that this is the most welcoming city. And we thank you for being you and being an inspiration. I see here chelseabear.com/hello is what came up here on the agenda for your blog, and you've already told us your social media handles. But to have the following that you have is, again, like Councilman Vieira said, he goes, I get excited with 5,000 people. I can't imagine, but that means that you are touching people's lives in a way and inspiring them in a way that they just gravitate towards your positive energy, and you make this city a better place. Again, we're lucky to have you here, but we're so glad that you're with us, and thank you for coming down, and we're honored to give you this commendation, and thank you, Councilman Vieira. Now we know who you are. And again, thank you and congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck and continued success. Councilman Goodens.
Well, the world is changing, Mr. Maniscalco. People are understanding and seeing that we have to be acceptable to everybody and have accessibility for everybody. Mr. Carlson is right. Sometimes, you go down some of these streets with the sidewalk, and then you've got to maneuver the wheelchair, or they have the chair and they got to go around, go into traffic, and I'm glad that we're becoming an accessible, friendly community here in Tampa. So we don't have those kind of challenges, especially with our new developments, our new parks and things like that, to make sure that everyone has access and be able to live their life like everyone else, no matter if they have a disability or not. So we thank you for being here today, and Mr. Vieira for letting us know who you are. And what that means following is you got a great story to tell. You're educating people to what they need to hear. So again, thank you.
Yes, sir. Councilman Moran.
Thank you, Chairman Guido. Chelsea, when you look around, you're an inspiration for others that may or may not have, but you're an inspiration to everyone, because what you've done is there's no excuse for everything. You can do anything you want to do because you want to do it. And that's how life is. And those are the true leaders, like Councilman Vieira. But when you look at life, you symbolize life. You give hope and inspiration, and that's all you and I and all this council can do. Thank you so much for being who you are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yep. We'll just wait a minute here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to welcome Councilman Goods with Sulene Lucas.
Hey, Mike.
And the clerk's office. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Y'all stand up with me. Y'all stand up. Y'all ain't doing this. Come on out here, huh? Come on out here. Gentlemen, this woman needs no introductions. She handles her business every day for us, and we're appreciative that you handle your business for us. With a smile, with adversity here, you always smile. You always get us through it, no matter what. I know when Mr. Maniscalco, when COVID hit, I mean, it was the time, and he was the chairman at that time. So we lean on you, depend on you, just like we do now every day when things happen. And we're grateful to you. And it slipped our minds, and I said, I was sitting with that, I said, we had not recognized Sulene for the work she did during all that time and continues to do. So you always have to take care of your own house first before you take care of other things. So I negated to take care of our house, but I wanted to make sure we got it done. So we're going to get it done today. Tampa City Council comment presented to Ms. Sulene Lucas. In recognition of Sulene Lucas, your hard work and dedication is an indispensable key asset to the City of Tampa clerk and City Council offices, which is very true. Sulene began her career with the City of Tampa's clerk office in 2003 and has since progressed from a City Clerk Support Technician Senior, City Council / City Clerk Support Specialist, and now the Deputy Clerk. Ms. Lucas was very instrumental during the COVID-19 by taking the lead to instruct the City Clerk and the City Council officers to host meetings virtually, and she completed the task with such grace and dignity. During a very critical time within the City Clerk's office, Sulene stepped up to the plate without any regrets to manage another deputy's team. Sulene's positive, willful attitude has inspired and motivated some of us to follow her in her footsteps, as she is truly the epitome of success. It's infectious. Ms. Lucas, you have earned the respect of your superiors and peers. Keep reaching for the stars. Tampa City Council, on this proud day, presents a commendation to Sulene Lucas, who exemplifies the type of employee who everyone admires, respects, and cheers to success. You are a great asset to the City of Tampa. Presented this day, 6th day, September 22. Thank you.
I don't like to talk, but I would like to say thank you, Councilmember Goods, as well as the rest of City Council for this opportunity. I'm very appreciative. I'm more appreciative that you recognize me, but even though I'm getting credit, I cannot take all of the credit. We had staff, Michelle, Danielle, Corinthia. We had staff in the background that you never see, Wendell Anderson, Tanya Wilcox. They work very, very hard to help keep this city moving. And one of our biggest goals, I know what Shirley is, making the city clerk's office shine as well as the city shine. So I just want to thank everyone for this opportunity and Shirley giving me this opportunity to be in this role. Thank
Congratulations. And before we go to council members, I see Stephanie Pointer in the back there.
Hiding back there, huh?
Come on up.
I knew there wouldn't be a bunch of people lined up today because Sulene runs a show that's smooth like pudding. And that's why people don't know who she is, because it's smooth like pudding. And so we really, at Than and my friends at Stopover Building SOG, all the SOG folks, let me tell you something. I have emailed her at 5:30 and gotten a response immediately in the morning when most y'all are still asleep. So I want you to know that the people who deal with her on the outside know she's amazing. And for us to have the opportunity to do something, I appreciate you giving her accommodation so that we can do something for her. It's not much, but it's just enough to know that you're a superstar, and we wanted to support you in that because we notice you. And you know we love you.
I know.
You know, I mean, we tell you all the time, but I wanted you to have something to know we love you. And God bless you.
Thank you very much. Councilman Miranda. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Good morning, and thank you, first of all, for recognizing Suling. She is, and Stephanie, you stole it from me, she is a superstar. We have superstars in our office, and we love our work. We love the city of Tampa, and Suling, we love you. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you.
One more thing. I would be remiss not to mention my fiance, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
He has kept me sane through the COVID period, so you all should thank him too.
It's like we already know you through social media. And congratulations on the engagement, too. I know it was recent, but...
We know everything about you, Mike.
Yeah, we know. We know. Councilman Miranda.
Thank you very much. Very deserving. Suling, you know, you sit here and we up here and we look at each other. Sometimes you look up and say, "Oh, I must have made a mistake. Oh, I made a motion, but I didn't hand it to you." And just the eye contact, you can communicate just by looking up, saying, "Okay, where's it at?" And I appreciate all the kindness and the work that you do and your whole staff, from the top down, from Shirley all the way through the whole. It's an honor to work with each and every one of you, and God bless it, all of you. Thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you.
Councilman Vieira.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, and thank you, Councilman Goods, for bringing this forward. And Suling, thank you for all your work. You know, like everyone said, you are an unsung hero because you do all this stuff in the background, and you're the mechanics that make all of this work. Because without you, all of our motions, and we all do a lot of motions, starting with me, by the way. I'm not, you know, I'm a motion king, but you're the one who gets it all down, gets the dates, gets the time, and then a lot of our motions are convoluted. Right? And you got to make sense as to what they are. And that's not easy, because if it comes down on the date and it's not properly an agenda, someone's going to go, hey, you know, you got a lot of pressure on you. You got a lot of pressure on you. And like maybe you said during COVID, I mean, we had we just gone through a pandemic where about 1 million Americans have died because of the pandemic. Very tough, tragic times, including here in Tampa. And you've been a stellar public servant. And that's really the word, which is public servant. You serve the public, and you're working somewhere probably with more pressure than in the private sector, probably earning less than the private sector, but you're helping out the public, and that's a really honorable thing to do. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Councilman Carlson.
Yeah, first, congrats and thanks to Shirley and her department, because you seem to hire all outstanding people, so thank you for doing that. We just honored another one last week, who unfortunately left. But superstar is the right word, because I'm very impressed with all your abilities. 5:30 in the morning, responding, getting the technology working, the complicated motions, staying up, and all of you all do this. But just appreciate your creativity and your smile. And thanks to Mike. You know, we've been following all your travels. You all travel more than just about anybody I've seen. But the thing is that you all together are so happy that she comes in with a smile. No matter, like we can all come in sad or tired or whatever, and she comes in with a smile and lifts us all up. So thank you for providing that support system. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
And congratulations. I don't have to tell you how special she is, because, you know, the love is in this room, and everything that you do and have done, you and the entire team, we appreciate tremendously. I think I met you my first day here, maybe, I don't know, maybe before. Always with a smile, always positive, no matter how stressful the situation. And as Councilmember Goods mentioned, the convention center and COVID and this and every day was a new adventure. And you were there, and the clerk's office was there, and IT and everybody making things work. But I appreciate you, but more importantly, I appreciate your friendship. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did we make you cry?
Yes, you know I get very emotional. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right, we are adjourned.
I told you that I love you and no more to say.